information.
When you download the 1226 First Alert weather app, you've got access to the best local and most trusted weather team just a click away. Live radar, First Alert forecast, and more. Whether your skies are sunny or severe, you'll be ready with the free 1226 First Alert weather app. Trust meteorologist Mikkel Hannah Hardy for your First Alert.
Thanks for watching News 12 on your side.
When you visit or work with Parker's Kitchen, your support makes a difference. You've helped us rank as Best Workplace in America. None of this happens without you.
Thank you.
Live from Augusta, you're watching News 12, first at 4.
And good Friday afternoon to you. Thanks so much for joining us. I am Courtney Hicks. Let's get right to it. Today, a judge granted a $25,000 bond for one of the suspects in the early summer downtown Augusta shooting. Seven Whitfield, you see here, is charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault, along with 12 counts of criminal property damage. Your Sydney Hood was in court today, and Sydney, you learned some new information about what the district attorney thinks happened that night.
Gang gunfight is how District Attorney Jared Williams described the shooting that sent people running for their lives. This is video from that night, and then you see the following morning you had windows shattered and businesses damaged. Now, in court today, Williams says there are 4 co-defendants along with Whitfield. They are Leondo Ware Jr., Daquan Cutliff, Robert Lee Jones, and Amazing Brigham, who was arrested around the same time as Whitfield not long after the shooting. Williams told the court he opposed bond for Whitfield, saying Whitfield and his friends brought multiple high-powered weapons, and says Whitfield is confirmed to have provided one of the other gunmen with a rifle. Now, arguing for bond, the defense told the judge that the preliminary GBI investigation says it appeared that Whitfield was not the aggressor in the shooting, and that Whitfield turned himself in when the arrest warrant was issued. While on parole, the judge says Whitfield can go to work but has to wear a GPS monitor, can follow a curfew, and cannot have contact with the others in the case. The judge says if he is found outside the areas listed in his bond, it will be revoked.
Yeah, lots of information in this developing case. So thanks so much for breaking that down and explaining it to us, Sydney, and we'll check in with you as it continues to develop. We appreciate you this afternoon. All right, let's turn it over to Chief Meteorologist, First Alert Chief Meteorologist Riley Hale. Hello there.
Hey, Courtney, it's been a beautiful Friday for us for about 10 minutes.
Breaking news first at 4. Days after a 2-vehicle crash on Tuesday at the intersection of U.S. Highway 178 and Duncan Road, one of the drivers has died. The Saluda County coroner identified him as 35-year-old Joseph Ray. South Carolina Highway Patrol and the coroner's officer are investigating. And the bench trial for Jose Ibarra, the man accused of killing Augusta University nursing student Laken Riley, starts today. Ibarra is facing charges of malice murder, felony murder, aggravated battery, aggravated assault, and more. Riley was found on the UGA campus and confirmed to have died from blunt force trauma. Ibarra is also an illegal immigrant from Venezuela and was paroled from a detention center in Texas due to capacity limits. This week, Ibarra waived his right to a jury trial, meaning the judge will decide of his guilt or innocence and determine the sentence if need be. Rennes is looking for a new police chief as Chief John Maynard has resigned Monday. The city posted a job listing for applications to fill the role, accepting applications through November 26th, but News 12 learned Chief Maynard resigned back on November 4th. Maynard said in a quote to us, "I am still praying about my direction on handling this situation, as well as where I go from here. I was given an ultimatum, but I did nothing criminally wrong. As some rumors suggest, I was equally surprised, but I trust in God. I trust God in everything." And new details today about a deadly shooting on East Chapman Street in Augusta. This happened last night. The coroner has identified the person who died in that shooting. 27-year-old Zatrianta Boyd died after being shot. The shooting happened around 7:30. East Chapman Street is off East Boundary, and that is in Augusta. The Department of Justice released a report calling the Fulton Jail County conditions inhumane and dangerous after multiple deaths. The Augusta VA held its Stand Down for Veterans event for veterans experiencing homelessness. Veterans can get access to essential items, a boxed lunch, VA eligibility screenings, and other resources.
Bringing them all together, we become a one-stop shop for our veterans to be able to talk to everyone that they need to.
The Department of Veterans Affairs recently said its program passed the goal set by nearly 17%. Here at home, VA Augusta passed its annual goal by 245%. That's leading all VA facilities across the nation. And this just in, first at 4, Columbia County deputies are searching for a juvenile. Officials say 16-year-old Colin Engelman was last seen yesterday night on Loblolly Trail in red shorts and a dark windbreaker. If you have any information, contact the Columbia County Sheriff's Office. And tomorrow is the final day to register for the James Brown Turkey giveaway. Registration happens at May Park. That's from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. And remember to bring your ID, a power bill, or lease agreement. That's so important. Turkey pickup will be back at May Park. That's happening November 25th, along with a box of Thanksgiving fixings, compliments of Golden Harvest. We appreciate them. And today, FEMA announced an additional disaster recovery center now open in Jefferson County for all to apply for assistance. It's located on Highway 24 West, and the hours are Monday through Saturday. That's from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. and from 1 p.m. until 6 p.m. on Sundays. And today, South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster is at...
Beautiful night tonight, and it's a full moon tonight, believe it or not. And we're going to keep things nice and dry through the weekend while the full forecast is coming up.
Time and Temp, brought to you by your First Alert weather team.
Hey guys, it's Anna Christina here for Roof Savers. If you're worried about facing an expensive roof replacement, have a roof leak you're concerned about, or you're dealing with ugly black streaks damaging your roof, why not call Roof Savers? See if your roof qualifies for roof rejuvenation and extend its life by 10 additional years with our patent-pending Renew It, featuring Microcraze VR technology. Listen to some of our happy customers.
We were told that a roof replacement was $12,000 to $15,000. And then I was talking to a friend across town, and he said, "Oh no, don't do a roof. Talk to Roof Savers." So I phoned you up, and you all came over, and we decided, okay, and we did the roof. And then we had this ugly storm, and the neighbors lost shingles and lost roofs and lost everything else, and we lost nothing. This was a nasty, nasty storm. With everything we saw and everything that went around, everything that was around us, I was pretty certain that we had problems. But when I went out and walked around the house, for what I could see, I didn't climb on the roof, but I didn't see that we had any wind damage whatsoever, none. I don't generally comment on anything because I just don't. But I felt so good, and Carol and I talked about it, that this job was so incredible that we had to say thanks.
Roof Savers, save your roof, save your money. Hey, it's Anna Christina. If you have storm damage, call Roof Savers. We can help. We're known as the roof rejuvenation experts, but we have crews standing by to help you with any storm damage repairs you need. We're local. Call now. Inspections are free. Roof Savers, save your roof, save your money.
Welcome back to First at 4. All right, so there's a new invasive species found here in Georgia. That's it right there. The spotted lanternfly has been seen in Fulton County, and they say it feeds on grapes, hops, stone fruits, and hardwood trees. Agriculture Department officials say if you see the bug, report it and kill it. The bug produces a sugary fluid that helps spread mold, and that harms crops. While some cold weather will kill the adult insects, it's the eggs that can live through the winter. And Riley, at the afternoon meeting, they said you kind of know quirky little stuff like this.
I've never seen a bug like
Do you have
that.
any insight on what the heck this is?
That is a crazy looking
Isn't
bug.
that wild?
It's like a stink bug and a ladybug kind of mixed
Mixed
together.
together.
But no, I've never heard of those. Those are crazy looking. But
Yeah.
hey, as they say, invasive, not good.
Right.
We don't like that. So.
You know, the sighting, and and we'll go from there. And then maybe some cooler temperatures will help keep the adult population down.
Yeah, and you know, Courtney, usually we're already past the date we usually see our first freeze in Augusta. We've yet to hit freezing temperatures, so we're kind of getting late to the game for that, and still no real freezing temps in our forecast, at least for the next 7 days. So the bugs hopefully will die off relatively soon, though. We got dry conditions outside.
You're watching News 12, First at 4, continues.
And good afternoon, I'm Courtney Hicks. Thanks so much for staying with us as First at 4 continues. Tourism in Augusta brings in huge amounts of money every year to the local economy and businesses. But after Hurricane Helene forced some of these events to cancel, businesses are still trying to recover. Let's bring in your Kennedy Payne. She's live on Broad Street in downtown Augusta near the New Moon Cafe, where they're still recovering from preparing for big events. Kennedy, what else can you tell us?
Yeah, well, on September 27th, when the storm did hit, the noise in downtown Augusta quickly became quiet, and many small businesses downtown were still trying to find their footing in the aftermath of Hurricane Helene. Some downtown Augusta businesses say they depend on big events like Arts in the Heart and Ironman, but some of these events were canceled after Hurricane Helene. Ironman brings in nearly $6 million to the Augusta area and runs straight through Broad Street, and the New Moon Cafe says they prepare for the day. And this year, just like every other year, they bought extra inventory for the marathon. But after the storm, not only did they miss out on the event, they had to close the cafe for nearly 2 weeks, and they say they still haven't fully recovered.
Our best day of the year. So to miss out on that, like especially as a small locally owned business, like I can see how that's potentially devastating even. Because you put all the money and effort into securing the resources you need to do the service that day, and then not doing the service at all. Just the loss that we took in terms of not bringing in that extra profit.
We spoke with the Augusta Sports Council about the cancellation of Ironman. Hear what they had to say about the future of the race, all new on News 12 at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, thanks so much for that, Kennedy. All the more reason to support these small businesses. I do believe Small Business Saturday is coming up, so that'd be a great time to support as well. Thanks for that report this afternoon. We appreciate you. Let's take it over to First Alert meteorologist Riley Hale.
It's been a beautiful day so far for us, Courtney. It's a nice Friday if you're heading out this evening. It's for rain and play. We'll have more on that in just about 10 minutes.
Thanks so much, Riley. The U.S. Postal Inspection Service is offering a $150,000 reward for information leading to the arrest of suspects who robbed a letter carrier in Augusta. The victim says he was delivering mail on Jonathan Circle when a suspect in all black and a face mask grabbed his arm. Another suspect then pushed a gun into his chest and robbed him. If you have any information, please contact the U.S. Postal Inspection Service. The Columbia County Chamber of Commerce has been awarded a 5-star accreditation by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce for their commitment to fostering economic growth, supporting local businesses, and promoting the region's vitality. The 5-star accreditation is the highest level awarded. Columbia County is the only county out of 12 recognized in the entire state to get 5 stars. And Columbia County deputies have arrested a second person in connection to a fatal crash on I-20. This happened back in July. Deputies say this person arrested was driving the car carrying the victim, a 24-year-old by the name of Maya Steed. In July, the car carrying Steed was rear-ended by another car and ended up in a ditch. The other car's driver was arrested in September. Steed was taken to a local hospital where she died. Officials broke ground on Phase 2 of the Augusta Mini Theater project. Mayor Johnson posted photos to commemorate the start of the project. The renovation will add a 142-seat theater on Deans Bridge Road. So far, the ribbon-cutting ceremony is scheduled for next year during the Augusta Mini Theater's 50th anniversary celebration. And Republicans will soon be getting closer, and the need for necessary resources is still great for some. We'll show you how some community members are trying to help. That's coming up. Hey, Riley.
Hey, Courtney. Well, after a chilly Thursday, we finally warmed back up close to average today. We are going to get a little bit warmer heading into the weekend. We'll have a full outlook for you just after the break. Passing through and keep those rain chances at least through Wednesday morning.
All right, Riley, we are on point for the weekend. Looking forward to that. A man has been found guilty of the attempted murder of a Greenville attorney. Travis Douglas shot at the attorney because his friend was being sued by the attorney's law firm. After the verdict, the victim made a statement to Douglas.
Finally, to Travis Douglas, in a weird way, thank you. You have changed me to be a better person than I didn't even think that I could become. I've become a better husband, I've become a better son, and I'm going to become a better father from you.
Douglas will spend 30 years in prison for attempted murder and possession of a weapon during a violent crime. The jury deliberated on the case for only 5 hours after 2 weeks of a trial. And as the holidays approach, I think they're already here, the need for a hot meal and other resources is more important now than ever. Your Audrey Dickherber has more on how members of the community are trying to help.
Handing out clothes, food, and nearly anything you could need.
It's about anybody. It's not about homeless. It's not about less fortunate. It's anybody, because everybody needs. The resources are here for health, food, cleanliness, anything.
Offering everything at no cost, all in one place.
You got showers, you got haircuts, you got manicures, you got people that spend their time coming out here for 4 or 5 hours just to get back to the community, as well as food. We got churches that donate water, coffee, tea, all types of services, mammograms.
And they say there's a great need for these resources in our community.
I do feel there's a lot of need right now. All of us are feeling something, especially after Hurricane Helene and everything else that's going on. So it's just a great place to come together.
And the need isn't just before the holidays.
Every day is expected. I mean, it's not just the holidays. People fail to realize that it's year round. It's all the time.
It's just as important now than it was before, giving everyone the chance to celebrate Thanksgiving and have a warm meal.
I did turkey, stewed chicken, rice, mashed potatoes, green beans, rolls.
Preparing nearly 1,000 meals and giving back however they can.
Us as a community coming together, reaching out to anybody that needs our resources, that if we have a service or a task or a talent that we can bring to the community to help somebody else out, then that's what we do.
And for as long as the need is there.
The need is here. The community needs us, and that's what we're here to do, take care of our community, because our community takes care of us.
In Augusta, Audrey Dickherber, on your side.
And there will be another event just like the one you saw in the piece there, December 13th at May Park. For more information, visit wrdw.com, and we appreciate Audrey for bringing us that today.
If you get locked out of Facebook, good luck getting back in. You already know that. I'm Jamie Tucker. Coming up, Meta says it's going to make it a lot easier if you're willing to use your face.
Save big with BrandsMart USA's pre-Black Friday steals. Shop in-store and get fast delivery in time for the holidays. And this Whirlpool 18-cubic foot refrigerator is a low $449.99. Going on now at BrandsMart USA.
The CSRA.
And BrandsMart USA.
The CSRA is where we were born, where we live, where we work, where we're raising our families. It's our home. That's why the people of the CSRA count on us after an accident. Because they know about our skill in the courtroom, how we treat clients like family, how we love this community, and the people who proudly call it home. We're just a call or click away. Injured? When you need me, call me. I'm your Augusta guy. 706-724-7224. My coastal.
If you've ever been locked out of your Facebook account, you know it is almost impossible to get back in. And Meta offers very little help, but now the company is rolling out a solution. Our consumer technology reporter Jamie Tucker shows us what the solution is.
What the Tech, sponsored by Augusta Preparatory Day School.
This figure blows my mind. Over 300,000 people get locked out of their Facebook accounts every single day. 300,000. But to get back in, it's rather difficult. Now, Facebook says it will now make it easier if you're willing to let them use facial recognition.
Meta says it's testing facial ID to help users reclaim their accounts. To prove you are the account owner, you can take a video selfie, which Facebook will compare to the profile photo. If it matches, Meta will allow you to recover the account. But it puts Facebook back in the facial recognition business, the technology it terminated 3 years ago. It allowed users to be tagged in photos without permission.
The program gave Facebook users serious concerns about their privacy. This time, Meta says it will use the video selfies to identify account owners, but will then delete the encrypted images from its servers. Meta says the facial recognition tool will work with both Facebook and Instagram users. If you get locked out of an account, you should visit facebook.com/hacked or instagram.com/hacked. If you're not invited to use a video selfie, you can upload a government ID like your driver's license, and if Facebook is convinced your account has been compromised, it'll let you back in.
But with 300,000 people getting locked out of Facebook every day, it may take a while for Facebook to respond, if it responds at all. If you get no response, keep visiting those websites, reporting that you're locked out, and then cross your fingers. That's What the Tech. I'm Jamie Tucker.
Okay, Meta is slowly rolling it out to all users, so you might not see it right away. The company says using selfie video verification should speed up the process of recovering your account. The Thursday night headliner for the Carolina Country Music Festival has been revealed. Take a listen. Season approaching, many of us will have our fair share of sugar. The American Heart Association says on average, we eat more than 2 to 3 times the recommended amount of sugar each day. Kristen Mitchell has found some advice for cutting back.
The season of sweets is never ending at Regina's Candies in St. Paul. How much sugar do you eat a day, you think?
A lot.
What does sugar do to our body?
It goes into our bloodstream, and then our friend insulin puts it into our cells so that we can utilize it for energy.
Dr. Allison Golnick is an integrative pediatrician at Allina Health.
If we have too much sugar, insulin can burn out, causing diabetes. And if we have too much sugar, our body has to store it somewhere, so it gets stored as adipose tissue, contributing to obesity.
How do you feel after you eat a lot of sugar? Do you notice a change in your body?
I think I get a hit of energy and then I get sleepy.
How much sugar should we be consuming a day?
In general, you want to have less than 25 grams of added sugars. A little more maybe for men, a little less for kids.
25 grams of sugar is about 6 teaspoons. May sound like a lot, but it's easy to consume that amount in just one serving. These candy bars, for example, have about 25 grams of sugar. And soda, an astounding 75 grams. So drinking one of these bottles would be about 3 times your daily limit. Diet or zero sugar labeled foods contain artificial sweeteners, which doctors say can be harmful too.
The big whammy with these is that they're like 100 times as sweet as sugar. So they're training our taste buds to love sugar and want more and more and more.
Dr. Golnick recommends pairing sweets with fiber or protein, eating a savory breakfast instead of sweet, and taking a walk after eating.
I think there are more healthy things that are easy to grab instead of a cookie if you have discipline.
Discipline and understanding often confusing nutrition labels can help set you up for sweet success. Kirsten Mitchell, CBS News.
Well, if you're heading up to Columbia for a big game against the Missouri Tigers tomorrow, we got a kickoff at 4:15. We'll be in the 60s for tailgating and during game time. Now, a quick look at our local forecast just after the break.
First Alert Radar, powered by Jim Hudson Automotive Group. The death of a loved one.
Welcome back, folks. A live look from our downtown Augusta cam. A beautiful end to our Friday. We are expecting temps to be cooling off to the 50s within the next hour or two, so it is comfortable right now. We actually did top out at 69 degrees officially today, which is right at average. Take a look at our almanac for this afternoon. Today we got to 69 degrees, which is average for today, but this morning we only dipped down to 51 degrees, which is close to 10 degrees above average. We are expecting a little bit colder night tonight. We'll actually get down into the near 40 degrees by daybreak tomorrow morning, but our afternoon high temps are gradually going to be working their way up a little bit warmer over the next couple of afternoons. So back into the upper 60s again tomorrow, low 70s Sunday, and then we're talking mid 70s next Monday through Wednesday. Now, next Tuesday and Wednesday, that's when we're expecting a front to be moving in. So that's going to bring back our next chance for rainfall. Just a heads up, Tuesday, Wednesday, chance for a few stray showers, but dry again by Thursday.
All right, thank you, Chief. That's going to do it for First at 4. Thanks so much for allowing us to be a part of your day. Live at 5 with Meredith Anderson is up next, and we will see you back here soon. Stay safe. Have a good evening.
George St.